welcome to the chat. No, we're early, actually. In fact, we were just testing some stuff earlier, and so we're just going to keep it running because we want to be earlier. In fact, we're going to connect our microphone. We're at a new place today called Monkey Cafe. So if you don't mind, YouTube world, while we get ready here. Okay. All right, so we should have some audio. And we'll sit here and chill out. I guess V ordered some food, but she hasn't even eaten it yet. But check this out. Look at this. Pad Thai. Looks pretty yummy, huh? Thai noodles with shrimp. Mmm. I might have to go off camera and have some of this.
Daddy, you don't have to. You can eat. Well, you've seen those other live streamings. They just keep on eating. You didn't even ask them. Just don't keep waters.
Yeah. Have you seen those live streams or even those vlogs of people eating? Hey, we're live, you know.
Don't start. You did not ask them to slow down the tune down the thing. Tune down the thing. Oh, what's up with that, Daddy? You're stepping on something. There is. You're stepping on something. That. And it's Bobonik ng Demay. Hey,
Cop, thank you. Thank you. All right. Test one, two. Okay, they were kind enough to lower the music for us. We've got about 5 minutes, and we're sounding good. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. I don't need this. Actually, I'm gonna disconnect this one because it'll pick up both microphones. And nobody's on the chat yet, so we'll wait till we get some chatters and viewers. And anyway, if I keep yakking and chatting away, it's because we ordered some coffee. Got some black coffee here. Usually I like it with some cream. I have my producer over here talking over me, and I'm not sure what she's saying about coming to Thailand or any of this stuff. But anyway, um, speaking of coming to Thailand, oh, okay, we're at this place that has actually it's elevated and it has these wooden planks that are elevated about 2 meters or so off the ground. So when you step on some of them, they might make the camera shake a little bit. Okay, we've got somebody there. Hello. Hi. Oh, that's me. Oh, wait, random thoughts. Who's that? Is that somebody you know? Uh, oops. V, are you going to get in the shot here? Because we got to, in a while. Okay, well, we got a few minutes. Uh, I can see my hair looks kind of normal today. It doesn't have that weird thing we had in our last live stream. It looked like I stuck my finger in an electric socket and my hair was like this. Believe it or not, it's real. All right, so our topic today is going to be teaching in Thailand. So before we begin, we still got a few minutes before it's official. We have a couple of announcements to make. And maybe I'll just have a little bit of this pad thai here before we start. Because it's just going to get colder as we go on. Mm.
what are the what are the what's this ingredients? You can tell them what are the ingredients.
What are the
What's
ingredients?
this? Is this chive?
I don't know. Show them. I think that's.
It's chive.
Is it chives? It could be. I think it is because they cut off the little part that goes down here. All right. No napkins, mommy. There's no nap. No, I don't see any there.
Is it finished?
Thank you. Pad Thai. Well, it looks like it has some
You can show that.
noodles. It's also got some bean sprouts on top. These little crunched up peanuts that you can put over the noodles. It's got a couple of shrimp. Just had one. And oops. And it's got a lime if you want to squeeze some lime juice on top of the shrimp and the noodles.
Hi. What's this like this? I got my green tea. It's very green.
Okay.
Green tea is very green.
Oh yeah. It looks like
But
something.
it's not gonna be good for my acid reflux thingy. Yeah, I can
Okay.
feel it. I can feel it down there.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
V just told the world
should I
that.
interview you or what? So you will start talking. So when did you come to Thailand? And why did you come to Thailand? And how come, you know? Hi!
Hello there. Who we
Lily
got
Beth.
join us? Oh,
What
Lily
else?
Beth. Hey,
What's
I've
for the
seen that
yes?
lady. How come it doesn't show
Yes,
us the chat there
the chef.
like it did last time?
Let me show you. Anyway, it shows you.
Oh, okay. So if somebody types something, we'll see that, right? Okay. Well, very good. We're gonna sneak in another bite of some pad thai before we
You did
begin.
not answer me yet.
What was your question?
When did you come to Thailand and why did you come to Thailand and how come?
Those are three questions. Yeah. Which one first? Hold on. Yeah, I shouldn't speak with my mouth full.
Oh, come on, hon. Keep talking there.
Okay. Oh, where's my water? Hold on, please.
Keep talking.
Mommy, I need some water. Anyway, okay, so V asked me, when did I come? Wow, the chef is here. Oh, hello. Okay, yes. I don't know, is that me? But we are eating some pad thai. I didn't make it. We're here at this really cool little restaurant cafe in our town here.
Mama Beth, do you know how to cook this? It's pad Thai. It's like Thai noodle. Yeah, and with peanuts on the sides and some what's this bean sprouts and chives, I guess. Some lemon, lemon
And some
lime,
shrimp.
lemon.
Okay, so our topic today is teaching in Thailand. So we want to thank
You did
for
not
those.
answer me yet.
Okay, teaching in Thailand topic. But what is your question again?
Did you come to Thailand originally to teach or what?
Did I come to Thailand to teach?
Because you wanted to teach in the first place or what? Since our topic is about teaching.
Okay, thank you for the question, Ms. V. No, actually, I did not. I was already a teacher in Hawaii, where I'm from, and I came here basically to travel. At that time, that was in 2005, I think it was. Wow, quite a bit time ago. I came here to Thailand to travel. I wanted to get out of the U.S. and see other parts of the world. And I had a friend from Hawaii who already lived in Bangkok who was already teaching.
Hmm.
And I came for a visit. Thank you. And I stuck around for about a month and stuff and traveled around, saw some things, whatever. And then I went back to the U.S. for several months, I think for the summer. And then I decided that I was going to come to Thailand at the end of 2005. And when I first got here for over a year, I didn't really need to work. I was just hanging out and traveling and doing stuff. And hello, 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 thank you, hello everybody. But the funny thing is, how I got my first teaching job was completely unexpected. First of all, I wasn't looking for a job. Second of all, at that time, I was freelancing as like a freelance magazine writer, and I would write these articles about people and places. And I was hired to write an article about a guy named Andrew
Oh yeah,
Biggs.
shout out for Jesar Art.
Jets, Jet,
Jesar Art.
Jetsar R.
Of
Okay, thank you
course,
for joining us.
Miss Lily Beth Tattoo Channel too.
Ah, okay, excellent. Thank you for being here. Mostless
Ooh,
TV, right on.
yes,
Oh,
I like
where's
Sarah.
the young man? I'll let mommy answer that question.
Where's the young dude? Well, the young dude, he always saying that he wants to go to his nanny, so he's over there right now. And daddy also like it that way, so we can concentrate. Blah blah
Yes.
blah here, right?
It's a lot easier to focus and do what we have to do here when we don't have to like run around this crazy 4-year-old who's all over the place. And also it'd be a lot quieter. And since we're in a public place, I'm sure the other patrons appreciate the quiet. Because I'm telling you, he doesn't need a microphone for you guys to hear him.
Isabella. Oh, Isabella. Watching from Isabella.
All right. Thank
Never
you for
been to
joining us,
Isabella.
Isabella.
Okay, all right. Where's the popcorn? Where's the popcorn?
I didn't finish answering the question about
Oh,
how I
sorry.
got my first teaching job. Like I said earlier, I wasn't looking for a job. I was interviewing this guy who is well known in Thailand. His name is well, I said his name before, but I'm not going to say it again because then I would be plugging his teaching academy and Andrew. Well, his first name is Andrew, but I'm not telling you his last name. Anyway, so he told me that his plan when I asked him because he still is well known as a foreigner who speaks Thai very fluently and he does all these little English lessons on TV and stuff like that. So he told me at that time when I interviewed him for the article that he was going to open a language academy. And right there, where we were doing the interview at a bar in Bangkok, he offered me a job. He was like, "Hey, I know you used to teach in Hawaii. Would you like to come teach for me?" And I was like, "Okay." That's seriously and truthfully how I got my first teaching job in Hawaii. I didn't even show a CV or
In
nothing like
Hawaii
that.
or in Thailand?
In Thailand, yes. In Hawaii, it was different. In Hawaii, I actually went to the school and I said, "Hey, you guys should have a video production program."
Hello. Just keep talking. Shout out to
Okay.
Takeshi.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, in Hawaii, I kind of created a video journalism program. But anyway, so my first teaching job, I went to work for this language academy. It was a great experience. I really enjoyed it because we were working with students that were, paying to learn. Um, and there was a lot of adult students and employees from. That's okay. That's okay. You can go to the toilet. Just bring the phone with you.
No, no, tambay mode, tambay mode. Shout out to yes, Madam Sarah, and to uh, Anjo, Kuya Anjo.
Mm.
Okay,
That's
and
the name of the
so,
place that we're at,
oh yeah,
Monkey
by the
Cafe.
way, we are at the, look at this, literally, there's a picture of a monkey there, right? Monkey cafe.
We're at this place called the Monkey
Yeah.
Cafe. It's pretty cool. We'll show you some videos of it
Anjo
later before we go.
TV. Yes, shout out was in you. And oh, uh,
Uh,
Miss, what's this? Maris, yes.
Mauritius,
Yeah, she's
Maris
got a job in,
Jesse.
where is it again?
Where?
Australia, right?
Yeah. What kind of a job? Are you teaching?
May I know how good education in Thailand is?
Well, that all depends. Most depends on whether you're paying for it or if you're getting it for free.
So anyway,
So which one? I'm sorry, hon.
it's she said she asked something how good the education in Thailand is, like compared to maybe other countries. Like I've heard, like in Finland, their education in Singapore really good, right?
Well,
So
if you're referring to public education, that would be a little bit easier to answer that question because there's different types, of course. There's private, there's university, that kind of stuff. But as far as public education,
yes,
um, every school system has their pros and cons, right? And one of the reasons why we're doing this live stream is to hopefully give you some insight into the experiences and the pros and cons of teaching in Thailand. And I would say that, you have to enter the teaching profession not only with dedication, but with passion. It's not just like a part time job. Um, and that would help to um, help you to how you avoid the work of being a teacher and an educator because it's not an easy job.
Oh yeah, speaking of not an easy job, can you hold that, Daddy? Yeah, in the fields, being a teacher, I think some of the members here also a teacher in the field in the Philippines, right? And here, the task, the load is, yeah, so like super like
The
lax, and the
paperwork and
paperwork's
all
compared to
that
the
kind of
field
stuff is less
fields. Yes,
here.
I teach there. Nice one, you have Michael. Yeah, and there is we're not by the beach right now, so it's not that windy. I mean,
Right.
and his hair is not like or
Not
like
standing on end like I just got electrocuted.
yeah. Tintin, hello po.
All right.
And yeah. So anyway, let's go back. So in the Philippines, task. I mean, like paperworks and so many forms to fill up. But here, where's Miles? But here, it's not as yeah
There isn't that much
tasky as that.
paperwork you have to do here, but that doesn't mean that the job is any less easier. It is not. I think in some ways it's probably harder because of various factors. The language barrier,
Yeah, number one, language barrier.
right? Even though you're here to teach English or math or science, there still is a language barrier. And
Sayaya po niya si Miles. Okay, and then
okay, we'll tell Miles he's got some fans out there.
yeah,
Uh,
next time we will let him do the talking and answer you.
and also, the other thing to keep note of is also cultural barriers. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, some of you are teachers, right? So
Yeah,
your teaching
yeah, Miss
experiences,
Beth. Lesson plans in the fields of every subject. We need to do lesson planning,
mm,
stuff like that.
not just making lesson plans, but also your experiences teaching in your home country are going to be very different than teaching in a foreign country. And as I said earlier, I was a teacher in Hawaii, and of course, all my students spoke English, and we had a great program and all that. But as I said, I didn't come here to teach. It kind of fell into my lap. And the first few years I was teaching, I really enjoyed it because I was teaching at language academies
Oh,
where students are paying to learn, okay? So
yeah.
they're motivated.
Oh, speaking of Daddy, there's a question here from
Mm.
mostly. How about in foreigner? Or is it ideal to make Thailand as an option for taking better education? Like maybe for students who wants to study in Thailand, is it a better option to study in Thailand compared to other countries maybe?
To answer that question, honestly, I haven't been living in other countries and going to school there or teaching there, but I can tell you this: Thailand has some very top-notch universities. Chulalongkorn, Thammasat University. It's got a great engineering program at the King Mongkut uh,
Yeah.
College of Engineering. So I know many foreigners that have come here to actually work on getting their masters. There is a professor that I spoke to who did the same thing here, a Filipino professor. So yeah, Thailand I think would be a great option because I think the cost would be lower. Of course, how you make a living while you're here studying, that would be something you'd have to figure out, maybe go into teaching, right? But there's another university I can think of is Ramkhamhaeng University.
Yeah.
These are all very well established academic institutions in which you can work on your any kind of degree in just about any field or industry. So yeah, good question. Thailand is definitely an option for that.
Okay, I have another question here from Miss Lily Beth. Why you choose Thailand? Why you choose Thailand instead of Philippines? Well, I I taught in the Philippines for like I said 3 years. First year in a private school, I got only like 4,000 peso a month, and then I transferred to another private school run by Catholic. I mean like sisters, I guess. Yeah, Holy Spirit something. Okay, anyway, I got paid like maybe more than 10K, but less than 15. So and so. Anyway, so and then I heard a friend like, okay, who wants to go Thailand? So we're like, okay, okay, I gotta try that. And then yeah, I'm here until since then, since 2006, and kind of yeah, I'm liking it here. For teaching, well, one thing is less workloads. Back home, I remember like we did a lot of OTs at work because I can't finish my paperwork. Yes, yes, filling up forms, lesson planning, and every now and then there's this like um, evaluation, right? Sino pong mga kaguro natin dito? Di ba, ang daming evaluation at saka, yeah. Actually, nagpa-ranking na ako doon dati na na-accept na ako sa, mag-start na sana ako sa government school. Kaso, na ni-wave ko muna yung rank or yung spot ko kaya tuloy kasi nagpunta nga ng Thailand. Kaya here and I'm not sure if I'm going back home. Maybe I'm still gonna be teaching or what because I think for now here for now I'm like, oh, maybe I will try another route or something.
Thank you, mommy. Thank you, V. I think what V was trying to say is, first of all, the salaries are higher here than in the Philippines and some other countries in Asia for teaching, depending on,
A little bit higher, yeah.
yeah, in the public education sector, it could be different and probably higher in definitely private international schools, and also if you happen to get lucky, get a job at a university or a college or something like
Anyway,
that.
more questions here,
Yep.
Daddy. Sorry. Is English the major language used in most schools or the local Thai language?
That's a good question.
Thank you from Anjo TV.
And yeah, I can't see that on the screen. Good question. Thank you. Thailand has been slow to embrace the English language, even though teachers have been coming here like in large numbers since the 1970s. And that leads me to an article that was written about this. I'll share that with you shortly. Depending on where you go, if you're in a large urban area like Bangkok or Pattaya or Phuket or Koh Samui, Chiang Mai, you'll find more foreigners there. So and also Thais that speak more English. But when you're in an area where we are, which is in a rural area near the beach, you're not going to find that. So again, you're going to run into the language barriers. Even the Thai teachers that are supposed to teach English, I don't know how they got those jobs, but they even have a difficult time teaching the language because all they want to do is just teach grammar instead of like conversation.
Yeah, they're more into like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're more into that technical grammar stuff, right? Which is, I've had many Thai students like show me their workbooks from their Thai English teachers and say, "Teacher, can you help?" And I see what they're doing. They're just giving them these assignments without any context, without any understanding or anything.
Questions here.
Sure, go ahead. So yes, it depends on where you are in Thailand.
Okay, from mostly, you just mentioned earlier about language barrier. How is the percentage of people speaking English? Because in the Philippines it's one of the international students option because
Mm.
of its cheapest price.
Okay, that's a good question. Again, that goes back to the comment I made earlier about the embrace of English by Thai society in general. It has been slow. And to give you an idea, when you look at the English proficiency tests that are done, like in Asia, okay, the country that usually comes out on top is Singapore. Why? Because Singapore was colonized by the British, so they have this background, okay, of English being used in their curriculum, in their society and their culture for many years. And you will find that in countries like maybe Malaysia, Indonesia, India, okay, with 1.2 billion people, English is spoken by a large part of the population there. But then when you get to a country like Thailand, now Thailand is very unique because Thailand is the only country in Southeast Asia that was never colonized. In other words, there was no.
And we were for like how many years? 300 plus
Ah,
years
that's right.
by the Spaniards.
When you look at the history of the
Major here.
the Philippines, right? The Philippines were colonized by Spain, so Spanish is a very prevalent language in the Philippines with names and people still using the language, right? But here in Thailand, it was never colonized by any European power.
Munch.
So Thailand, unfortunately, still doesn't score very well in English proficiency, and that's why they need more teachers to come here. And speaking of more teachers,
Yeah.
the
As we said.
largest group of foreign teachers in Thailand are Filipinos, are teachers from the Philippines. So if you got the credentials, Even if you don't have the credentials, you might still be able to find a
Yeah, as
job.
long as you got a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 year degree or yeah, bachelor's degree, so it'll be easier for you to get a teaching job here.
Right. Now, before, is there any other questions?
Yeah, yeah. So a lot
Go
of
ahead. Go ahead.
questions here. The sun is still up there. 1 hour difference.
Yes, we're
Yes.
1 hour behind. It is 5:45 p.m. here.
Nagpapogi si sir. He said like you're
Huh?
trying to make yourself handsome.
Do I
Papogi.
have to try that hard?
You did.
No, I'm just worried about my hair. I still have hair. I just don't want it like this.
Okay. Anyway, students in Thailand have better attitude than in the Philippines. Well, you've never been to the Philippines.
I've never taught in the field, so I'm going to let V answer the
Oh
first part of
yeah.
that
Okay.
question.
Speaking of that, that is from who is that? Johnny Bonda. Shout out po, please, Madam Pakilista.
Mm.
Anyway, yes. Well, in some aspect, yeah, and I really appreciate uh, s- some of their like values here, like honesty, because like if they can see like even just 5 baht on the floor or wherever, they will go to the teacher and bring that 5 baht to the teacher and ask the teacher to help him or her, like who's the owner of that 5 baht, like a coin or even a cell phone. So that kind of really, that's one of their like really good values here, honesty. And yeah, and in the classroom too, well, language barrier can be really a problem though, but still they're behaving quite well. And of course, it's just
Was the
normal that
question
some kids,
is
yeah, behaving well.
better attitude,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Student,
right?
have you
How long? How long have you both been here in Thailand? Oh, you mentioned earlier. I've been here.
better
It'll be
attitude,
16
better
years in
attitude,
November. 16 years in November. Are you
better
done, Melly?
better attitude. We, like I said, in some aspects, yes, of course, in some aspects also, it's like kind of fair share.
All right. I will have to say that V is being incredibly diplomatic in answering that
That's why
question.
he wanted me to be a diploma also. To be
Um,
honest, equality.
as I mentioned earlier, when I first came to teach here, I was teaching adults and kids that were paying to learn. Way different attitude, way more motivated, and no hoo hoo, no ha ha, no problems, no attitudes, right? However, I accepted a job teaching in a public Thai school because I had been in Bangkok for many years and I just wanted to get out of the city and be in a more rural area. So I accepted a job at a public school. And I'll be very honest with you, I did not enjoy that experience. And one of the issues that I had with that was the attitude of the Thai students. They were high school students. And you know how high school students can be in any country. Um, so there was some issues that I came across, and I tried to deal with them. Um, Completely different than any other teaching experience I had. It was just too stressful for me, and I found it very. How would I say? I found it more like brainwashing instead of really teaching. I mean, of course, I'm trying to teach, and I'm trying to teach the kids about global warming and pollution and things like that because I was teaching English, health, and tourism. These three
Wow,
topics. Okay, so I tried to make it relevant
international teacher.
to their lives. But to answer the question, for me, no, I did not enjoy teaching in public schools in Thailand, and I did it for 3 years, and that's it. I'll never do it again. I'm not going to get into details, but I found that, and this is what I thought V might mention. When you have a foreign teacher in the classroom with Thai public school students, their attitude is completely different than if it was a Thai teacher in the classroom. And the reason why is because, and I've asked the students this, why do you guys act up and act silly and just misbehave? Because first of all, for many years, Thai teachers used to hit students.
Yeah, even in the
Yes,
Philippines, right?
right. So this was going on, and the first time I ever saw that in my life was here in Thailand, and I was shocked. I was like, "Huh? They still do that with bamboo sticks?" Okay.
Maybe not now. Corporal punishment.
Right. So that was big here. And the students are like, okay, we'll just shut up and be quiet. Also, I think also it's because, they're in a community in which the Thai teachers are either related to them, which I've had students related to their Thai teachers, or they know their family. But when it comes to being a foreign teacher, their attitude is, hey, you're only going to be here for a few months, maybe 6 months. I don't know anybody that you're related to, so I'm just going to give you a hard time because basically, and here's the other thing too, as far as attitude. Another reason why I had to step away from public school teaching in Thailand is because to this day, no matter what the academic level or no matter what level your student is at in any topic, they will get a passing grade.
Oh yeah, that's one thing too.
Now, think about this
Here
for a
in the
minute.
Philippines, if you're not,
Right.
nobody's gonna pass
When you talk
you
about
here.
attitude, excuse me, hon, this is why I had to quit. And this is why this is important to mention this for Thai public schools. I found this out when I failed half of my class during when I did the first exam, okay, and I submitted my grades to my supervisor and she was like, "You can't do this." And I'm like, "Can't do what?" "You can't fail these students." I'm like, "But they did fail. They failed their test." No, you have to give Thai students in public schools at least a 50% grade in spite of their lack of achievement or lack of effort or whatever. And to me as an educator, right? It's like, what's the point? Why if I was a high school student and I knew I was going to pass any topic, why would I even try?
Oh, I see. So passing grades is easy to get.
In Thai public schools. So I just thought the whole logic of that was completely upside down, and I was like, why am I busting my butt to present these lessons and make lesson plans and to do really in-depth things about tourism and the environment and global warming and the pollution
That's
era,
why you
local
said just
beaches.
like in the public school in the fields. Really? I'm not so familiar with that part.
No, we don't have this back where I taught in Hawaii. No, you fail, you fail.
Oh,
That's
by the
it.
way, there is another
Yes.
question here from mostly. I noticed Thailand and Philippines are mostly similar in a lot of aspects. What about the major differences between the two? Could you give us an insight, especially in tradition?
Okay, I'm gonna pass the mic over to V because
Oh, go
she's
on.
from the Philippines.
Oh yeah, well, traditional.
I've never lived in the Philippines. I know. But, okay, one thing I do want to mention is I've said it many times. I'm from Hawaii. Hawaii has a very large Filipino community and presence, and it's been there for over 100 years. So yeah, I'm familiar
Yeah, see, you're familiar with the
with
Philippines.
certain things. Like the Miss Sampaguita
Miss
contest
Sampaguita.
and all these kind of things that they would have over there.
Okay.
I used to go videotape Philippine weddings when I used to do a lot of video productions, and
Right, and they have a lot of
they have
very
certain
yummy
foods
food.
I won't even want to look at. Oh, and even in the supermarkets in Hawaii, they sell the what is it, the balot, right?
Balot, Pinoy.
The first time I saw that, I was like, why do they have rotten birds in the market? Anyway, let V answer that question because
I am a public school teacher in the Philippines before. Ah, that's right. The one
okay,
who said that in some public schools must be like, yeah, they have to pass the students as well.
right.
Okay, to the question difference, a major difference between the two. Well, here they have this, uh, like in the Philippines, mostly like a Christian country, right? Different, although different. What's the term? Denominate? No, not denomination. Different. What the term?
Faith,
Faith, yes, but anyway, mostly,
religion.
but yeah, yeah, anyway, but here mainly Buddhism, right? Yeah, and they have their own ways. Okay, yeah, own ways and traditions like um
I think what V is trying to say is that remember we're in a Buddhist country, right?
help.
Yeah, we're in a Buddhist country. So there is a lot of emphasis in Thai public schools, again,
That's right.
on Buddhism. And also, you have to also keep in mind that this country has a monarchy.
That's
The
right.
monarchy is a very, very important part of
The
Thai
middle.
life and culture. And we don't talk about the monarchy because it's actually against the law.
I failed I was the Q and A mode.
V failed the debate topic, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm a diplomat, so I can
She's
do a
still cute.
debate.
She's
Well,
still cute.
and then so
All right, so again, keep in mind we're in a Buddhist country, so those topics about Buddhism and how it fits into Thai society and culture, those are taught in Thai schools, and they're taught by the Thai teachers, of course, not the foreign teachers. So you'll see that, if you're teaching in a Thai public school, you'll see, the things that they're, teaching the kids about Buddhism and how it fits into Thai culture and lifestyle and all that because
We do have also back home. We do have like religion classes subjects. I remember. That's what I remember before. Well, some time ago.
yeah, in some countries also keep in mind, and it was more so in the United States when I was in school, but less so now. There's a separation between church and state. In other words, religion shouldn't be mixing with the government. That's because there's a large number of students that come from different faiths, right? Whether it's Islamic. Oh, Thailand also has an Islam community as
Oh
well,
yeah, we're actually
and we live
surrounded by it.
we live in a community that has a mosque that has a very active Islamic community. And in fact, we went to a festival a couple of weeks ago. We might make a vlog out of that. So we have different, the two faiths are Buddhism and Islam. Christianity, very, very small.
It's Buddhism too.
Depends, what kind
Anyway,
of
that's
Buddhism
yeah
they practice.
tradition.
So yeah, so that's a very important aspect of the schools because remember when you're in Thailand, you're going to see all kinds of shrines and temples, not just in tourist places, but also in public buildings and also at schools. I don't know if you watched our vlogs number 5 and 6 about teaching in Thailand. There's Buddhas and shrines and figures and stuff all over Thai schools.
Yeah, solid golden Buddha statue in Bangkok. Yeah.
Right.
Have you been here po? Nakapunta po kayo dito na, di ba? Today we are required to pass the students because if we don't, it just means that we are not doing our best as a teacher.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's sad. So it's our fault, right? If the students fail, it's our fault. Why it's always our fault?
Yeah, in Thailand they kind of take a different approach to that. Since you're required to pass the public school students, they still blame the teachers if they're not doing well. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation here when it comes to that. But again, there's foreign teachers that have been teaching in the Thai school system for quite a long time. But as I said earlier, it just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, diverse community.
Hey, before we take on any more questions, I do want to mention a couple of milestones that we've reached
That
recently.
that's where you get the name Miles, right? From Milestones.
Actually, I'm a jazz music fan, so I named my son after Miles Davis. Okay, so a couple of mentions. New milestone. We just went over 1,000 subscribers. Yay! Right?
No.
Oh no, that's right. Oh. Sorry.
Nag-daydream.
That was Freudian. Yeah, I'm daydreaming. I'm sorry. I wrote the word subscribers here. That's what I was thinking. Really,
Daydream.
subscribers. Sorry, we just went over 1,000 watch hours. Thank you, viewers and subscribers.
Ano po, gutom si Sir Officer
So we just
Juan.
went over 1,000 watch hours. Hey, we got 3,000 more to go. All right. Okay. And also, um,
You want to eat some spring
hun,
chives?
thank you. What's
Okay,
up, Doc?
okay. But anyway,
Okay.
magbibilang ang
The other milestone is that on a website called onlineteachingreview.com, we'll put that in the chat there. There is an article written that I suggest you read this article, Teaching in Thailand. They wrote a very well written article answering many questions like is it worth it? Is it hard? How's the pay? Do you need, to have a degree? And it's a really well researched, very well written article. The reason why I'm mentioning it is because the owner of the website, I would keep in touch with him because, as I said, it's called Online Teaching Review. This website is for digital nomads that teach online, right? That are looking for other companies to apply at in different countries. I just happened to get in touch with the owner because I was giving them information about a couple of online companies that I used to teach for. Anyway, um, he invited me to send him the links to our two teaching blogs, number 5 and 6, Teaching in Thailand, parts 1 and part 2. And you will be able to find, when you read this article, now, if we don't answer some of your questions during this live stream, maybe this article will answer them for you. But you also get to watch by clicking on the links in this article on this website our two vlogs on teaching in Thailand, part one and part two. I'm
Ayan,
going to
sorry po.
type the
Kasi
website
ano ba to?
here
Para akong sinora honor.
on the
Hindi,
chat window.
hindi to
Okay.
nunal ano. Oh, wait.
Online teaching.
Wait, no, 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 no,
Wait,
no, no, not like that. No.
where?
Later.
Why can't you just put it there?
Just, no. Okay, anyway.
Okay, well, anyway,
Question
um,
here.
no, wait a minute. The reason why I'm bringing this up because I think it also might interest you as well. It has companies that also hire Filipino online teachers. Okay,
Yeah.
and I think it's worth looking
And
into this company.
I think I saw one of the members there, Miss Marie's right. She taught some of the what is that online teaching companies.
I don't know. There's
I have stalked
Native Camp. I think
yes,
is based in
I
the
forgot the name of
Philippines.
the other companies, but anyway, yeah, right, Ma'am Maurice, if andyan ka pa.
So
Anyway,
I'm
what is
gonna
the
say
difference between Asian women and Western women since you married to a Filipino? That's a question from Miss Lilibeth. What's the difference between Asian women? Let's
I thought the topic was teaching in Thailand, not
anyway, this is
okay.
some side dish.
Okay, you want a side dish? Really? Okay, because look, I'll answer this question if you
Yeah.
ask her a similar question. What's the difference between Filipino men and Western men? Because I know she's dated both.
Oh, no.
I never have, but I know she has. Wow. Okay. First of all, again, going back to Hawaii. Hawaii has a very large American Asian population, including Filipinos, Japanese, Chinese, and Koreans, all mixed in with the Hawaiian blood and some Latin blood. So I had some experience, but mostly with, and they're Western. Now remember, there's a difference between Western people and Asian people, okay? The ones that actually live in Asia. The difference, short answer, is I find that Western women, of course, tend to be more opinionated, more independent, more free spirited. They're, of course, career goal orientated, and many of them don't really need a man or to be in a relationship to feel that they have a life. Now,
Oh,
I'm with an Asian lady, and we've been together a long time. And
oh,
anyway, V is very mellow and quiet,
mellow.
and of course
Mellow
she's
daw.
career. Yeah,
Palaging lasing, mellow.
she's a career woman. She's a mommy. Um,
Anyway, thank you for the question, Miss Beth. Baka kung ano pang sasabihin niya, kaya stop ko na siya.
but yeah, there
Yeah,
are some
anyway.
differences. I mean, I used to date Thai women, but there's a reason why I chose not to be in a long-term religion with a Thai lady because honestly, yeah, there's just too many cultural differences for me. Way too many, and I wasn't willing to be that flexible.
Anyway, somebody's asking
Yes.
from Gisar, Jermisar. Can you speak Thai language? Or some, yeah.
The first thing I learned to do regarding Thai language is how to count. That's very important because if you go
Yeah,
shopping and
it's
you want to
important.
haggle, uh, it really helps to get lower prices if you know how to say the Thai numbers. Because mostly, like, the Thai vendors will stick a calculator in your face, right? Because everybody knows numbers, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when you
yeah.
when you're able to say those numbers in Thai and then you offer a counter offer, then they're like, huh? Oh, put Thai dye. Oh,
Oh,
ooh, ooh, ah, blah, blah, blah. And then they offer you a lower price.
hilig kong ano dito, what do you call that? Mag-bargain.
And
Mag,
this also worked when I used to ride my motorcycle in Bangkok, and there are, how should I say, there are some
which
law
ones?
enforcement personnel who uh, try to earn an extra commission from drivers, right? I won't use the correct
Okay.
word for that, right? So uh, when they request that you give them a certain amount of money, when they stop you, and then you counter back with, like, in Thai, I've done this before. I say, hey, that's too expensive. How about if I just give you $6 instead of Well, it would be like 200 baht. Maybe the guy wants 400 baht, right? I say, no, how about 200 baht? Hey, even the law enforcement personnel give me a discount.
Well, yeah, yeah. That's why you need to speak Thai at some point,
Right.
like basic Thai. Okay. Anyway, another question from Maurice. Can you see yourself settling in Thailand for good? For me, I think not for good for me. I think at some point I need to go back home, and that's why I need to ipon more so I can have my own bahay-bahay po. Diba? Yeah, what about you?
Well, I've been here almost as long as she has, I think, or about the same, on and off. Sometimes I go back to the U.S. and Hawaii, about 16 years. Um, I left the United States for specific reasons, which is basically the situation the United States is in right now. I kind of saw 16 years ago and I left. Um, I will not go back to the United States. Hawaii is a beautiful place, but unfortunately, it's tied into the federal system, government over there. It's a different lifestyle, but I think the United States is just not a healthy place to be in many ways. Um, Thailand has been good to us in many ways, as long as you stay legal and have a valid passport and a visa, and you stay out of trouble. This country has a lot to offer. So for me, I would be willing to stay here a little bit longer. Our son's 4 years old. He just started school. Let's see how he develops with the Thai language and Thai culture and that kind of thing. But going back to the Philippines is an option. Not something that I feel like I need to do now, but I will not go back to the United States. And if anybody has any questions that about the United States, that you're thinking about going there, living there, working there,
Miss Lily Beth's husband is from yeah, Ohio.
mm, I can answer some of those questions, but I'm not a great promoter of the United States.
Okay, anyway.
Next
Hi.
question. Well, I think we still got. I think I can still bash the U.S. right in Thailand.
No, no bashing here. Okay. Oh yeah, I still have a lot of questions, but not easy to type. I know. I understand. I understand po,
Okay.
madams, mostly. So no worries, no
Next
worries.
question. Next question. Off topic. MBK Center still have good
How is politics? There is another side dish. How is politics?
in
But
the
we have to be
U.S.
careful in Thailand.
Okay,
We
there's
have
three
to
things
be
we're not going to
careful.
talk about on this live stream or in our vlogs. Number one, the royal family. Number two, politics. Oh, and number three, religion. I mean, we mentioned it earlier that Thailand is a Buddhist country and blah blah blah. That's to the extent
Okay.
of the conversation. Um, the f-
Yeah, kind of. What's it? For the less matches.
yeah, like I said, Thailand has a very strict law called Les Majest, Lesemajeste, or something like that. This is a law that some countries that have monarchies still have, but Thailand is very strict about their Les Majest law. So I will not say anything, print anything, post anything, nothing at all about the monarchy in this country.
So politics in general, yeah,
Yeah, that's a
it's
topic I don't want to even touch.
well, it's a quite a broad question too, right? Because yeah,
If you
politics.
ask me about politics in America, I would love to tell you more about that.
Anyway, thank you, Mom Beth. Okay, we have another question here. MBK Center still have good prices for shopping every day. Oh, MBK,
When was
you
the
bought.
last time we were there,
Oh,
hon?
by the way, Mabul Krong. I've heard that there is. Was it Platinum? Which one has been closed for a while? Was it Pantip? I don't know. I've never
Oh,
been there.
Pantip. Okay, yeah. Okay, MBK is a huge shopping center. Who asked that question? You must know about it,
No, no,
right?
no, no, no. Somebody asked here, Anjo TV, asking like, MBK Center still have good prices for shopping jewelry.
I think they do. They're still open. It's a huge shopping center in Bangkok. Bangkok is about 400 kilometers away from where we live. So I haven't been there in years, actually.
Is it in a year?
No, years, literally several
When was
before
the last
COVID.
time we went there?
I don't remember. It was with you, I think.
Oh, I hope not with somebody else.
But
Right?
we
Right,
don't
Madam
go to
Sarah?
Bangkok that often. But yeah, it's still there. There was an IT center that was really famous with locals and foreigners called Pantip Plaza. That shut down several years ago. You used to be able to buy any kind of computer, IT, hardware, software stuff there. That shut down. But some of you may know that Bangkok has got some great shopping centers: Siam Center, Siam Square,
Like Paragons and stuff.
Paragon, Siam Paragon of Fortune Town, all those places. But I'd rather go to a museum a
Quiet
blues
place.
club. Okay, there was a question
Anyway,
there about
how
Les Magis from Random Thoughts. No.
it's not
Okay.
this minute, okay. Anyway, may I ask something? How's the security in Thailand? What do you, I mean, from
Security.
society, yes, but
You mean
security in
safety?
terms, you mean safety, right? Oh, yeah,
Or you mean
because,
security at the local shopping center? Or the security guard at our supermarket?
yeah, I think it's the safety, I guess.
I would say that
How safe do you feel
generally,
in Thailand, like especially as a foreigner?
generally I felt pretty safe here, more safe than in the United States. Um, I would say when I lived in Bangkok, I was more concerned about getting into a motorcycle accident because of the driving than I was about, somebody mugging me or anything like that or whatever. So I
Did you
felt,
watch a lot of cases here, motorbike accidents?
well, if you want to talk about that, Thailand has got the second highest road fatalities in the world.
Second, do you say so?
Second highest. I think the first one was Libya or some other African country. Um,
This year, the most least. Maybe this one. This is gonna be one of your next content, right?
if you've ever driven in this country, you'll know why. And also, 80% of traffic accidents here occur with motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
If you watched our teaching vlog, I think it was number 5, there was a clip at the end of that vlog where the students, it was the end of the school day.
Yeah, yeah. And
As a
students.
teenager, you don't need a driver's license to ride a
Yeah,
motorcycle in
same back
Thailand.
home too.
And maybe it's true in the Philippines also. I don't
But
know.
maybe not as much as here. Like,
But here, even 8-year-old kids can ride motorcycles
yeah,
without.
my students, they're like, what? I don't know, 9 years old, 10 years old. I was like, whoa, I don't know how to drive a motorbike. I
And
used to.
their father is probably a police officer too.
Well, anyway, Daddy.
Next question.
Okay.
So safe. Yeah, I feel safe here in Thailand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How was this? Where is the next question? Let's check it out. Okay, just keep talking. What kind of business, commercial business that a Filipino or foreigner or Westerner can build in Thailand?
Okay, I'll try to answer this question as quickly as possible. Thailand is very strict also about people coming in and starting their own businesses, like even certain jobs. That's why teaching is a very popular profession here because not many Thais can teach English, right? So there's a lot of professions that are closed off to foreigners. As far as starting a business,
Commercial business.
you have to keep in mind, and this is very important when it comes also to owning property and owning a home in Thailand. Two things. If you want to start a business in Thailand, you're going to have to form a group, unless, of course, you do it under the table or some other form. But to do it the legal way, you're going to have to form a group in which 51% of the officers are Thais, Thai nationals, and 49% is you and whoever else makes up the foreign group to have a company,
Oh, yeah,
right?
business.
That's registered. Of course, I've met people that used to do a lot of import export stuff without having to do that. I used to date this girl, hun. She would go and buy like tons of like shoes and all kinds of stuff from like Paragon clothing and stuff like that. And then she would ship that like to Japan, to the Philippines, to Korea, to other countries. You could do something like that,
Yeah,
on the
also can.
low and low.
Magnegosyo na tayo.
Right. But if you want to have a viable commercial business, you got to have 51% Thai partners and 49% foreigners.
Legal business, right?
Right. And this is also true of owning land and homes. A foreigner can own a condo. They can buy it and it could be in their name, a condominium. However, when it comes to a house and land and property like that, no, same situation. It's got to be 51% Thai owners, 49 foreign. I hope that answers your question.
Oh yeah, safest countries. That's right. I saw that. Also, maybe motorbike Yeah, next content, motorbike fatalities.
Okay, so earlier that question about safety, yeah, if you're worried about muggings and shootings and things like that, robberies and that kind of stuff, no, I don't worry about that. So safety in that
Yeah,
regards,
even at
yes.
home, right? We don't close our
Oh
door.
yeah, sometimes we leave the house, we don't even lock the door.
Our door is, well,
Seriously.
there's a screen.
Oh, we don't lock the
There's a,
car,
yeah, there's
and our
something on it.
motorcycle is right there in our driveway. Anybody can come by and pick it up and take off with it. So in that respect, yeah, we feel very secure and very safe
Yeah,
because I
and
know,
also like, yeah, walking around at night. Yeah, pretty, yeah.
yeah, even for, a woman walking around in like Bangkok at night, it's pretty safe. Probably because there's a lot of other women walking around at night too, depending on
Yeah,
what
well, even
area.
here in our, yeah, in our area, right? It's pretty much safe.
But yeah, I think the biggest safety issue would be
Oh, is it
driving.
John Ho, John H?
Ah, John H, thank you for joining us. Okay. All right, John, thank you for
Agree,
correcting us.
agree.
Yes.
Okay, 100% Thai ownership. House condo on the property can be 100%. Ah, for the house condo
Ah,
on the property. For house or condo, 100% can be a foreign owned. But for the Thai on, what's this, land? Mm,
okay, great.
for the
Thank you,
land.
John H, for clearing that up. So it's 100% Thai ownership if you have a house or
No, for
condo.
the land. Land,
Oh, land.
100%
Okay.
Thai ownership. But for house or condo, on the property can be 100% foreign owned.
And John H, how is that
Okay, okay.
possible? Can you elaborate on that? Because I know, okay, there is an agreement between the Thai government and the American government called the Amityville Agreement. Yes, Americans, as far as I know, and John H. can correct me on this, Americans are the only foreign group that can actually circumvent this thing I was telling you about,
Oh, so
51%
Mark
Thai.
Lilibet, halika na.
Yeah, but
Halika na dito ng ano.
you have to set up a company with a Thai law firm to do that, to have for an American to have 100% ownership. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, so far the
okay,
best.
I haven't heard back from John H on that, but please, consult with an attorney. We're not attorneys. We're not here to give you legal advice.
Treaty of Amity, 100% American owned company, but land still must be a Thai person or company.
Ah, okay. Thank you,
Thank you
John
so
H.
much.
So he's
The
telling
land
us that under this treaty I just mentioned, it's a 100% American-owned company, but whatever land your business or home is sit on
still must be
must be a
the land,
Thai.
the land, yeah,
The land
Thai
must be a
person.
Thai person or a company.
Is that proxy? Is that is
Yeah, I think
term for
that's
that?
that's a word they use. Thank you, John H, for clearing that up.
Thank
Um,
you, Uncle Johnny.
you know, for me, I think that's kind of really cool that Thailand does this. I used to have an issue with it, but then I realized, okay, when you look at a country like Mexico, for example, Mexico
Is
allows
the one that
foreigners. No, Mexico. We were thinking about Mexico last year, but then there was a whole lot of changes with immigration and all that kind of stuff. Example: Mexico allows foreigners to buy land, homes, whatever. What this does is it drives the prices up. Okay. It also has been creating a certain amount of gentrification in certain areas, and of course, it drives the locals out. It makes it more expensive for the locals and stuff. And I think this law that Thailand has to minimize foreign land ownership, I think that's good for not only Thai people but also for us foreigners who live here because the rents are lower, right? You can build a house for probably 30,000 US dollars. Okay, and maybe even less depending on how what size, one bedroom, two bedrooms. So if you marry a Thai national, and you have this kind of money or have access to it, you can build yourself a nice little place for a small amount of money. Um, but yeah, thank you, John H, for that. Okay, anything else?
In the Philippines, anybody can own anything, even a whole island. Really? Oh,
You got any money, honey?
no, no money, no money.
Let's go buy an island over in the Philippines.
Talaga po, Anjo TV. Just kidding.
But I have
No,
a
talaga.
I have a question though. Who asked? I mean, that comment was from NGTV.
No, he said just kidding.
Ah, okay. All right, because as I said, when foreigners can buy stuff in a foreign another country, it just drives the price of everything up, yeah?
Yeah, I think almost similar, right? Please correct me. Like, yeah, like Mom Beth, how is the ownership there? Something properties like if you're a foreigner or like that. Because I think yes, that's almost the same case as in Thailand. Not 100% sure about it. I can look it up. Anyway, so
Any other teaching
no, no.
questions or general questions?
Well, we're
Oh,
kind of
Hun, how did we meet? Didn't somebody ask us that question before?
pabitin pa rin ha, okay, sa mga future ano na yan.
Yeah, maybe in a future vlog. In fact, we've been thinking
Future
about,
LS.
yeah, future live stream or a future vlog.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Okay.
We got
So
about
anything
8
else,
minutes
Nelly,
left.
that you want to share? Like, yeah.
Well, we want to also continue to say thank you to our viewers and our
Yes, for the
subscribers
1,000
for the
subscribers.
1,000 watch hours, or just over 1,000. So thank you
Thank you
for that.
po. Alpha
um,
family.
and
Alpha
please
family.
refer our channel
Other
to
families.
friends, colleagues,
Mm-hmm.
enemies.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I know this really crappy channel on YouTube. I want you to watch it.
right. See, this another promo.
We will tell Miles that he has fans out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. We'll send our
Yeah, we
regards.
mentioned
But
earlier. Let's
next time,
see,
we'll
Jet Me
like to see
Star.
him in, even if we'll just do 30 minutes, maybe LS. Just
Yeah, we find it's just
sorry about that.
easier to do these live streams if we're not running around trying to chase them down or telling them to be quiet.
But anyway, maybe like I said, next time we can at least have him entertain the viewers.
So again, I also want to remind you that.
What's this?
What's that?
The little boy is with his nanny right now for some time, but we will go pick him up soon. What's
Oh,
wrong?
congrats!
Foreigners can
Thank you,
own.
thank you, Liveth.
What's wrong? Foreigners can own a land in the Philippines. Some case in Thailand when it comes to ownership.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, again, you could be married to a Thai national, and it's your money that's technically buying the land or the house, but it's still, like John H. said, it still has to be under a Thai person's name, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Owned by my company.
And,
So
going,
actually, yeah, some
I'm
of the
sorry,
issue
hon.
here is the same.
There are a lot of restaurants and bars that are kind of like this, where the foreigner really is financing it, and they're technically the boss, but it's in their wife's name or some company name or something like that, and there's a lot of places like that in Thailand. So yeah, you could do that if you got the money.
That's why a lot of Filipino who has a husband of of, they can only acquire land under their Filipino wife's name. So almost.
Wait, if they have a Filipino husband?
No, no, no. I think she meant like with a foreign husband.
Okay. So if you're foreign in the Philippines, it still has to be under your
Right, Madam
Filipino national.
Marketplace. Yeah,
Okay.
they can acquire land under their wife's name or
Okay.
other way
Cool.
around.
So, hun, you gonna buy me a house or something or what?
Sure, a toy house. Baka mapupo.
Yeah, but it's got to be one of those life-size toy houses.
I will just get enough for you to fit in. So,
Now,
anyway.
does anybody have any suggestions as to what we can do for future vlogs? Because we have a whole bunch of ideas written down. And in fact, I'm even thinking of starting a second channel that has to do with just music, because I'm a frustrated musician.
Musician.
And
Anybody in the house who likes
but
music
something.
or
No, wait. Something we can do on Global Visions.
yeah, I know what you meant. Well, you started your cooking stuff already.
Yeah, so we did a couple of little cooking things there that we shared on our last vlog. Actually, we didn't cook anything. You don't cook ice cream. You don't cook. Well, you got to heat up the berries, I guess, to make jam. But I didn't cook anything.
Wow, really? My most list. She's a
What?
property consultant here in the Philippines. Okay, good to
Well, look
know.
at that small
Good to
world.
know.
All
Good to
right.
know. So,
So when we get monetized, and
in the future.
V has some flow, some honey money, we'll have her get in touch with you, and you can try to find a place for us.
I agree with what you said. Yeah. Okay. So
About.
yeah. Acquiring properties, I guess.
Okay. All right. Very good. We've got a few minutes left.
Filipina who have a foreign husband. Yeah, she was this rephrased it. Yeah, she meant Filipino with a foreign husband or a Filipino with a foreign wife.
Oh, I just there was a friend of ours in Makati. He's an American guy. He's married to a Filipina. They both used to teach in Thailand. I think they met here, right,
Yeah, they met in
Kelly?
Philippines.
And so he's an online teacher, and I think she does that part time as well. I mentioned him because he sent me a message earlier. He read the that article that I mentioned earlier that was in the onlineteachingreview.com website. I don't know if we mentioned this earlier. Did we talk about being able to get back the Social Security that you've been paying into when you turn 50? Did we mention that?
in the previous.
We did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, if you've been teaching for a number of years in Thailand as a foreign teacher, they deduct, I don't know, something like 20 US dollars, whatever, out of your paycheck every month, and it goes into a Social Security fund. And it'll stay there until you are the age of 50, and then you can actually go back and redeem that money, even though you've left Thailand and you've been gone for years. It's still in the system. So you're able to do that. So if you've been teaching here for 5, 10 years or so, you might have a nice little Social Security fund, saved up. Okay, mommy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Like pusong bato. That's why I can relate with your topic about investment. Well,
Yeah, and most, it's not unusual, and you might even see some videos on YouTube about this. It's not unusual for some foreigners to lose their home, their land, their business because it's in a, Thai person's name or company or whatever. And sometimes that's why a lot of foreigners make the mistake of going into business with their girlfriends or wives, and then something happens in their relationship. And guess who's holding the bag, right? Guess who's holding all the cards? The wife or the girlfriend, because legally everything is in their name.
wow. Yeah. Sad stories. But anyway, let's not talk about sad stories here.
It's just a cautionary tale. That's
I
all.
know. What is the retirement age in Thailand for the teachers? Retirement age.
I believe you can retire as early as 55, I think.
Even 50, I guess.
Yeah, because my supervisor retired in her mid 50s.
In 50s,
Krijit.
yeah. But
Yes.
for sure, I guess I around 55. Sorry po, in the Philippines, I forgot. No, I have no more idea.
I think in America it's like 89.
Yes, thank you, Mom, Beth, for the question. 89, as long as you're
No, you got to
54.
keep working in America just to be able to put gas in your car, buy
That's
food.
right. So, yeah. So when you're 55, if you're in the system, like you're putting in like money, I mean, like you've been deducted from your salary, so you'll have some money in the system, or they call it here like social security, like yeah, same thing in the
I guess something
Philippines.
like that,
So
yeah.
you
But you
can,
just have to wait till you're 50 unless they
yeah, 55
change
actually.
the
You
age
can,
requirement.
yeah, get it back in a lump sum form, or you
All
can
right.
just let it stay there
I
until
like to
maybe
say,
you
look at
will
this
get
wonderful.
pension or something.
Sorry, mommy.
Yes.
Look at this wonderful backdrop we got here. It's not 3G.
It
It's
says
not
London.
CG. It's not green screen.
Why it says London?
Yeah, it says London. We're in London right now, by the way. You didn't know they had coconut trees in London, right?
Okay, anyway,
um.
Daddy.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I think we've reached our maximum
Yeah,
time
we did
here.
already. It's like an hour or something.
An hour and okay. Well, we
Anyway,
came on early too, for
it's
10 minutes
also
early.
correct. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Madam Mostlis, Miss Lily Beth, who else? Madam Sarah, Jessa, Madam Maurice, Hector Pacolba, sino nga pakiano lang ha later.
Mm-mm.
Um,
And thank you, John
and
H.
Anjo. Sino pang nakalimutan ko? Anyway, later na. Okay. So, thank you so much. And yeah, thank you and you too.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
It's already like maybe dinner time or past dinner time back home in the Philippines. So, like
Ah, okay.
7:30 there, I guess, right?
Well,
It's
it's
6:30 right here, right now.
it's beer 30 somewhere.
Okay, everyone. Thank you
All
so
right. Good night,
much.
everybody. Aloha. Sawadee kap.
Mabuhay.
See you in the vlogs. See you next
See you
time.
later.
All right, mommy. How do we
Chicken
end this?
noodles.
Which one do we press? I don't
Have
know.
a wonderful time here in your LS. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Madam
Okay.
Mostly.
Thank you,
And
most.
we have your next, I mean,
And
content idea.
can you say
The
how do you
future.
say thank you in Phyllis Tagalog?
Maraming salamat. Can you say that? Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat. Did I say that right?
Maraming
Marami.
salamat po. Maraming. Like,
Okay.
ming,
Thank you,
ming, ming, ming,
everybody.
ming.
Ming 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 ming.
Maraming salamat po.
Marami salamat
Po.
po.
Po. Okay, anyway, guys, just hit the X there on the right,
All right.
upper right.
Good night,
Okay.
everybody. Thank you. See you next time.